What's up, Pastor Steve in church? If you go to a video on that church thing, and the thing talks about the rules of the court. Either you talk to your lawyer and you only talk to the judge when it's spoken to, right? And all the rest of those things, right? So when I asked the judge, this is where when you talk about give people a chance to fix it, when the mayor decided to be, when you look at my phone calls and the mayor of Dallas and the community decided to do what they do in Trump behavior with the Dallas courtroom, when Judge Kennedy, when I'm pulling my hand out and say, you could talk, when she don't want to talk about a specific issue about the racist mayor behavior, he got something to do with all of this. And the 911 dispatcher, you think that's fair when a judge can't talk about everything that's going on, what's going on, what happened in Dallas community? That's not fair for a judge and a prosecutors to walk away from what they did. And the mayor said racist words to win an election, to participate in it. And he wanted, we can't coexist with each other. He has to lose his job. And this is the definition. You can't keep him here and keep me here and still and have racism and Governor Abbott still. It don't work like that, Pastor Steve. When a black mayor need to be removed for racist behavior with the DART behavior. And that's going when I called the DART behavior about DART behavior when the Dallas was on the news and the community acted behave on the DART station. Let's talk about those things of what's going on in that format. When you talk about giving people a chance, Judge Kennedy didn't want to listen. Even when I gave her a chance, my lawyer didn't want to blow it off. And they talked about tax dollars. These are the people that got the biggest problem. So when you talk about fixing things, how we going to fix things, and they go against it? Judge Kennedy behavior as a judge. And that's why I'm asking her to be removed. And no, you did what you did on purpose. Because you got a problem. When we can't talk about the mayor and my calling, the mayor's behavior, and that's a problem. My number is there, his vindictive behavior. That's not cool. And you still willing to keep him there. So how can we take care of the problems at a head when a judge abused that? When a judge abused that power and the prosecutors know the mayor is wrong and we gonna talk about things and he don't deserve to be there. He deserved to get moved. If Andrew is gonna be removed, why he's not being removed? That you could better well hire the governor Andrew back then. And we gonna talk about it. Let me message the Justice Department. If the mayor not gonna get removed for saying racist things to win the election, now how about that? Put Governor Andrew back in his spot in New York then. And we gonna play it like that. And we gonna play it like that, man. And we gonna play it like that, man. And we gonna play it like that. And that concept of that and that confirmation code. But Judge Kennedy abused her power when we got to talk about all of this tithing and she abused it. And that's not right. She deserved to be put in jail, guys. And you still a comprehend that you ain't going to tell me you sorry when I want her job. Look at the cause, baby. I found out I've been studying the music business, but her behavior, man. Her behavior have to be dealt with. When we talk about things, fixing it is listening. My lawyer, both of them had a problem. And they talked about their tax dollars and I caught on to them. So when you're dealing with bad misconduct and you got to constantly get a lawyer and a judge that don't want to talk about a topic that need to be discussed, that's abuse of power. Look at my numbers, my cell phone number. They gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. That little thieving little black man behavior in his racist community. Is you gonna deal that's the Justice Department? Is you gonna arrest the mayor and the state attorneys? I'm giving you time, but look how they lying right now. Look how OGP Weed and the rest of them, Trap Boy and Fred and them lying. They trying to ruin God and Jesus because they wanted to lie. And they letting it go on, but don't talk about something where a judge is being unfairly and don't want to talk about everything that's fitting into this situation and when the election going on in Addison. And we're going to talk about it, Pastor Steve. Judge Kennedy had a chance and she didn't want to listen. She didn't want to take none of my things into consideration. And that's the biggest threat of them all, where when we discussing things, that's a tampering, that's not willing to address everything that's going on with the case, that's tampering with stuff as a judge and not willing to compromise and listen to the allegation against the mayor and city hall and them members. And those are the things that we have to talk about, Pastor Steve. Judge Kennedy knows she was wrong and she got to be arrested for plot of racism and intimidation from the state attorneys. So let's deal with these things in a way that dealing these things in a way that we can address the issues at hand, Pastor Steve and all the pastors. I'm communicating with y'all, but Judge Kennedy didn't get that same that same communication back and listened. And that's where we have a problem, guys. And that's where we have a problem. That same communication wasn't being given back. She didn't want to take that in consideration. And it got all something to do with the election, with his behavior, man. And think that's cute. So you tell me why Judge Kennedy said she knows. Let me tell you how she knows, Pastor Steve, when that letter hit her hand and I stood in that room and she still carried out that threat. She had the chance to do right and she didn't. She didn't. Why should she not be arrested for conspiracy charges? Why should she not go to jail for losing her job? You give God and Jesus one reason why she should not lose her job. She looked at me and she still carried out that threat. God said I should cut off her by the knees and make sure she don't work for Dallas and the state attorney. That's what I should do. That's what I should do, Pastor Steve and y'all. That T.D. Jackson, that's what I should do. And everybody, T.D. Jackson, everybody, that's what I do. God said, why Judge Kennedy should not be arrested? And she looked at me and she knows something wasn't right in the spirit. I have to deal with a lot of stuff with Sabina and people saying to her, and she don't care, she out there doing, and people get on to me when I was a kid and dealing with certain things. But the definition is, we'll give that person a right to not be with the behavior.